So we were on the customer service part. Basically, customer service here is going to provide you with all the do's and don'ts that you are supposed to do when you give service to the customers. Okay, you should always remember that customer service doesn't only stop once you have sold out the product. It actually starts when you have sold out the product. Okay, this is also known as after sales service. Then you have something known as coordination. It is very important for you to coordinate following the hierarchy, where you have the lower level, the middle level and the upper level, and also you need to coordinate with your customers. Okay, once you have sold out all your products, you need to ask them, you need to take feedbacks from them, you need to see to it that they are very comfortable with the product so that they come back to you again. And the last one is sales promotion. As we have discussed, this sales promotion basically means that how exactly are you going to do the sales promotion, that is how exactly are you going to take all the protocols or the steps where you will sell your product or services. The next thing that we have, an important one, is the functions. Functions of sales is also known as objectives of sales management. The very first one is achieving sales volume. Volume basically means the size. Okay, if you have decided that you will be selling off a product which is say worth 1 crore in a year, that is known as achieving your volume for sales. Then you have generates revenue. It is very obvious that once you start selling off your products, you will be indirectly getting the revenue for your company. Then you have sustained profit. If last year I had made say 3 crores, this year I need to minimum make 3.5 crores, okay, which is also known as retained profit. If you cross your last year's profit, that means you have made profit. If you go from 3 crores to 2 crores, it's not retained profit here. Okay. Then you have organizational growth. Slowly, steadily, you need to see to it that your organization actually grows brand-wise, employee-wise, even revenue and profit-wise. Then you have price fixation. Again, very, very important. Sorry, if I'm selling one commodity for 10 rupees, okay, till last year, this year I need to either look upon into its price fixation or the quantity fixation. Okay, the best example here I could give you is Lay's. Since the time Lay's came into the market, it has one standard price, that is 10 rupees. But if you see, the price remains the same, but the quantity has gone down. We hardly get any shifts into that. Okay. Then we have motive the sales force. If you don't motive your employees, if you don't motive your staff, if you don't make them feel like their goal is exactly the organizational goal, then you won't make revenue as decided. And the last one is market leadership. It is very important for you to be the leader in the market, leader for your employees also, who help them in their work. The next part that we have is quality. Qualities of sales management. This can come for 5 marks or even in case study. First is physical quality. Second is the psychological qualities. So the first quality is physical quality. Okay, here they talk about all the physical quality that a sales manager should pursue. The very first one is sound health. Okay, you should be rational enough. There should be no miscommunication done by him when the customer or any client or any top management is trying to convey him something. He should be cheerful, happy, smiling face, because client basically look after the person who is addressing them. And we shouldn't forget that the sales manager is, he is representing the whole brand, the whole storeroom. Then his appearance should be very presentful, or her appearance should be very pleasant. Psychological quality first is quick action. If something happens, he is not supposed to wait back or start following the hierarchy. He should be a very good quick decision. He should be confident enough. He should be very good with coordination with the clients also, with the top management also, and he should follow the hierarchy. He should be very good with employees also. He should be tactful. He should know what are the things he's supposed to do in a problem, what are the things he's not supposed to do. And the last one is he should be initiative. very important. Okay, if a salesperson or a sales manager is not very initiative, if he is not willing to do things proactively, it can turn a problem to the brand. Next you have internal marketing. I have given you a diagram in this slide, and I hope that you guys will draw this in the exam whenever asked or needed. It's a very small, nice triangular part. Okay, the top part of the triangle is the company. The right side of the triangle is going to be the customer. The left side is going to be the employees. So it's a direct connection. Say for example, company having a contact with the customer having contact with the employees. Okay, and then employees having contact with the company. Always remember, when the employees have contact with the company, that means that particular part is known as internal marketing, because employees and company are together, a team. They are also known as enabling the promise. Employees try to enable the promise to the company. When the company is having a talk with the customer, it is known as the external marketing. Now in external marketing, they are making the promise. Company is making the promise to the customer. When customer is having a talk with the employee, it is known as interactive marketing, and this whole concept is known as delivering the promise. The customer is getting the promises and the employee is delivering the promises to the customer. Again, employees to company enabling the promise, company to customer making the promise, employee to customer delivering the promise. Okay. Then comes an important answer for 8 marks, that is the structure of organization. First one is functional, then you have product, then you have the line staff organization. Okay. Basically in your functional organization, there is this head person who's having HR, operation, logistics and sales into his hand. Too many functions. In a product specialization, say for example, I am taking care of services. Okay, it's a product, service is a product. Okay, so I'll be coming into product specification. You have allotted a specific product. Like if you go to bank, I'll be allotted loan product service. Someone will be allotted investment services. Someone will be allotted credit cards product services. Okay. Then you have line and staff organization. There is a head marketer, there is an HR, there is a salesperson, there is a promotional manager, and all these management is going to have same kind of employees under them to take care of. Then you have importance of distribution channel, again an important part. The very first one is they provide you efficiency as a manufacturer. They look after the physical distribution function. सारी चीज़ें गुड्स एंड सर्विसेज अच्छी तरीके से रीच हो रही है या नहीं उसका डेस्टिनेशन. They look after the physical distribution by taking help of others.